Kids go back to school with a variety of emotions. Some of them can't wait, some of them are resigned to the fact that summer's over, but a lot of them are filled with a certain degree of dread. And with some tips on how to help ease that back-to-school anxiety, our Dr. Mallika Marshall here. And it's not just stressful for the kids. Back to school is stressful for everybody in the family.
It is. It's stressful for me. It's stressful for you, I'm sure. And, you know, whether a child is going to a new school or to school for the first time, or if they're transitioning to a new school or they're going to high school, whether they're in kindergarten or they're a teenager, I mean, there are a lot of kids that have sort of preschool jitters, and some of them have downright anxiety. Yeah. I know when I was little, I was almost paralyzed the night before school started because I had so many concerns. And there are a variety of things that kids are worried about. Am I going to make any friends, or are my friends still going to like me? Am I going to like my teacher? What if I have too much homework? Is it going to be too hard? I mean, am I wearing the right clothing? I mean, the list goes on and on. So, you know, don't be surprised if, I know a lot of kids, everybody's back at school now, but if your kids really had some serious concerns and anxiety before they started.
Well, and you know, you just hit on a bunch of things that affect kids of different ages, but generally speaking, are there things that as parents we can do? We're not in their shoes anymore, and they see us as 1,000 years old.
Right.
But what role can we play in helping ease their anxiety?
Okay, well, of course, I have to mention the basics, which is to make sure they get plenty of rest every night and to try to get them to eat breakfast. I know a lot of kids are like, I'm not hungry, but do your best, right? And then if you sense that your child is upset or worried or concerned, even after school has started, ask them what they're worried about. Don't just placate them and say, you're going to be fine, school's going to be fine. Find out exactly what their concerns are and then help them sort of brainstorm on solutions of how to deal with that. So, for example, if a child says, I'm afraid I'm not going to make any friends. Okay, if after day 1 or 2 you haven't met a new friend, let's talk about some ways that you can go up and introduce yourself, or you can get engaged in an activity at school so that you can meet some other kids there. And then make sure that you don't project your own anxieties onto your children. I'm tempted to do that because, again, I had so many issues with going back to school every year that I start to get anxious and amped up when school's about to start, and I have to sort of sit back and say, this is not about you, Mallika, this is about the children, and you have to maintain your calm. You also don't want to, you know, if separation is an issue, you want to be positive, but you want to be firm. So you make those separations happen as quickly as possible.
But you don't run.
No, you don't just like throw them at the teacher. Right, exactly. No, but you know, kiss, kiss, hug, hug. You're going to have a great day. Mama loves you.
Can't wait to see you later.
And walk away.
Yep.
And if the child is crying or pulling at the teacher, don't turn back and go back and drag out that process again. And then just, you know, try to focus on the positive things. Do you like lunch? Do you enjoy recess? Tell me something fun that you did today. And then praise them when they have been sort of brave to go into a situation that they don't necessarily feel comfortable doing.
Acknowledging that they had an anxiety, they overcame it, and they came out the other side with more confidence.
That's right. And don't be surprised if things don't arise later. Right? So if they get to school fine that first week, but then week 2 they start having problems, that's normal as well.
Little regression.
Exactly.
Excellent. Doctor, always good advice.
Thanks.
Thank you. We have much more family focus. We hope you'll join us again.